Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So, this morning it is September 22nd, 2023, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 22. Good morning, Victor. Glad to catch you this morning. So, this morning is Proverbs 22. So many things in here that God and I were talking about this morning, but there's one that really jumped at me, and I need to look at it a little deeper in my life. So I'm going to share it with you, share a little bit of my meditation that I've had with it so far, but it's for me to meditate on today, which means it's probably for you to meditate upon today as well. What that means is you take this verse, whatever verse that it is that you had that really stood out to you while you were spending your quiet time with the Lord. And you take that verse throughout the day and you say, okay, well, I think I understand that verse, Lord. This is what I understood it to mean. And I know that that's what I've been taught, but is there anything or any way you need to apply this in my life? How, what, when, where, how come? All of those things need to be allowed to work through your spirit, through God's Holy Spirit. And so the verse that jumped at me today is actually 22 verse 13. It says, the slacker says, "There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square." We don't live here in the United States with the opportunity for a lion to come into our yard and possibly kill us as we walk out. No, don't get me wrong. There are mountain lions, and I get it, but there is a truth here that God really hit me with today. A slacker, a person who is lazy, a person who is fearful, a person who always looks for the easy way out, will find any reason to avoid doing what he knows he's supposed to do. In the beginning of my journey for recovery, I could find any reason in the world not to hit a meeting. For a long time, I found all kinds of reasons not to go to church. And my best one starts September 15th here in Michigan and goes all the way to the end of March, or the beginning of March. I don't remember. Hunting season. Small game season starts September 15th, and it goes all the way into spring. In there is goose and duck and whitetail and all kinds of other hunting opportunities. And then along with that, there is tremendous fishing that comes along from March all the way until September. And so I could come up with every excuse in the book to say, well, I'm being close to the Lord in his nature by going out and hunting and fishing. And it's absolutely true. You can get closer to God in those places than I have ever experienced any place else. But the reality was I wasn't doing it to get close to God. I was doing it to separate myself from what I needed to do. I was saying, there's a lion outside. I'll get devoured if I go do that. There's a thing coming in my life that I need to do. And I don't know how to do it. I know I have to trust the Lord. And the next steps are to seek good counsel, get wise advice, And I'm afraid of that advice because the advice that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get, I don't want to do. I've been there, I've done that, I don't want to do it again. I'm crying, there's a lion outside. I'll get devoured if I have to do that again. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. What is it that you are making excuses for? Are you actually a slacker? Looking for the excuse, looking for the reason, looking for the thing to hide behind. I heard that here in my community, we have a lake that actually we lost the dam a few years ago. And now it's just a river with a very large lake bed. And the anticipation is they'll eventually build the dam back and we'll have a lake again. But a couple of days ago, just a few miles, less than 2 from my house, there was a bear walking across the road, or across the riverbed. It very well could be in my backyard right now. I need to stay home because, well, the reality is I'm tired and I want to go back to bed. It would be the same thing, right? But the odds of that bear being in my backyard are pretty slim. I can come up with the excuses to not do what I know I need to do. I need to get out in the world and I need to do the things I need to do. I need to follow through with the things God's telling me to do. I need to start getting the real counsel I need so I can move forward with how and when and where and how comes of the plan He's got for my life. But probably like you, I know for me, I still find myself saying, there's a lion outside. I'll be killed. And even though I'm not really afraid of the possibility of a bear in my backyard, any excuse will do to let me go back to bed. Just a thought for you guys today. Victor, Rhonda, glad to have you here. All of you that catch this later, I love you all. All of you. I know sometimes I challenge you with things that I know I'm really dealing with. But the reality is we all do. And so it's something to think about today. Take that verse today. Proverbs 22:13. Meditate on it. Every time you have a moment, just say, okay, that's what the verse says, Lord, but how do I apply it to my life and what do you want me to do? And see where He takes you. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.